Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Okay, my name has been mentioned, but my full name is Zainab Abdul Salaam. I am a nursing officer. I guess most of you know me, or how many of you know me? Okay, okay. So I completed school in 2021, and the following year was my internship here, right? So likely I had my service at Trauma and Specialist Hospital. Well, I went through a lot, honestly. It was so much of a headache for me. To be working and then not being comfortable is a very, very difficult thing, right? Okay, so my presentation is going to be interactive. Please, you talk, I'll talk. It's a story, totally, but you talk and I'll also talk. Okay, so when I began my service at Trauma and Specialist Hospital, I was happy because to come to a secondary referral hospital is an opportunity. Am I lying? Am I lying? Okay, because you have a lot to learn. So when I was coming, I was very excited, very, very excited. The first day we reported to work, there was one nurse manager, Auntie B. I don't know if some of you know her, but she has been transferred. That was my first point of intimidation. This woman will literally see you and be like, "Na hijab, no? We understand you, right? Na hijab, no? And then I was share, no? That kind of a thing." As Sister Basira, right? Sister Fatima said, that kind of intimidation, they will just say a lot of things for you to feel bad about yourself. But anyway, so far as we are Muslims, those things don't affect us. Okay. So that was how the thing was going until she was transferred out of the hospital. I thought that was the end. I was very happy. I was like, okay, my trouble is out of this hospital. Not knowing the real thing was about to start. So in this, everything was fine till December when the DD, like the head of the nursing workers at the hospital, she had an in-charge meetings with the in-charges of the hospital. So I was working at the emergency ward by then. At that point, I think it was during the day, and then the in-charge came in. When she came in, she was like, "Okay, we are from an in-charge meeting, and we have been told to tell the nursing student to stop putting on the hijab." And I was like, "Madam, why? I have to know reasons why you are telling me this." Or I had every right to ask her, right? Like, I want to know why you are telling me this, because I don't understand. I came, I was putting it on. The directive had been given from government for us to put it on. So why are you stopping me? And then she made it clear, very clear to me that she didn't ask such questions there. So it's up to me to go and meet her and then get my answers from my head nursing officer. So I was like, no problem. And she set a date. So we went and we had this one-on-one conversation. My in charge will speak, I will speak. My head Didi, yes, the Didi, she will speak and I will also talk respectfully. Let me tell you one thing. When you get out of this school, when you go ahead to do your service, definitely you will meet some. But when that happens, please don't lose your guard. Like, be respectful, but then make your points known. Am I correct? Make your points known. Let them know that no, this and this has been done. So please, I have every right to put it on. So when you meet them, be respectful, but then make your points known. So I told her, and then she was telling me back and forth and all of that with all the evidence from the directive from the government, but she was still adamant. So at the end of the conversation, she said, okay, the only thing that she can do is for me to put it on my school uniform, but I shouldn't put it on the hijab. Please, what sense does it make? Like, in quotes, I'm sorry. Does it make full sense? So I was like, no problem. I had to take it from there because at that point, it was heated. So I had to leave. So I was putting on my, I had to stop putting on the scrub. Emergency, how can you be working with uniform? And as I said, I'm a nursing officer, so my uniform is white, right? How can I be working with white uniform on duty at the emergency? At some point, there was this patient that came in and then it was blood all over. So my uniform was soiled with blood, but I had to work like that. So I took it like that till it was time for me to go to the maternity ward. When I was about to go there, I had to go and let the in charge know that this and this is happening, and you know about it? And she said, yes, she knows about it. And I said, okay, but I can't put on the scribe here without my head covering. Then she said, well, she can't also allow me put on what? The uniform. And I said, what am I going to do now? So to be honest with you, when I went home, I was so down. I was affected. I was really, really affected about it. Because what am I going to do? Should I put it on? Should I not put it on? I just forgot about her. And then the following day, I went to the maternity ward with my scribe and what? My head covering. And then, of course, the intimidation continued. The in charge there came and was blasting me, telling me a whole lot of things. And the thing is, when such things happens to you, and I'm in charge, don't say so much, because whatever you say will be used against you. Just keep quiet if you can. So I was quiet. I didn't say a whole lot. And then she was like, she'll report me to what they did. I was like, no problem. So she went ahead, but I wasn't called at the office again. I kept on putting on my hijab. So one time, the DD came in. We were having a presentation at the maternity ward, sorry. So she came in and then she said, do I still remember about our meeting? Why am I still in my head covering? And I said, what did I say? I think I was quiet. I didn't say anything. I was quiet and then she left. So that was basically like the end of it. She didn't meet me. She didn't say anything. Anytime she would see me, she would be like, she would not say anything. She would just pass by and go. But I'll greet her. Right, I'll greet her and then I'll move on. So right after that, I thought that was the end too. Not knowing, I had to pay with my evaluation books. You know, when you're doing your service, you have some evaluation forms you are supposed to mark, right? Even your clinicals, you still do it. So the thing was, I made sure, because of what was happening, I didn't want to be in trouble. So I made sure I go to work very early. If it is 7 that I'm supposed to report, I'll report by 6:30. And the records are there. That is if the books are still there. I made sure that everything was set. I go early. I make sure I do my dusting. If there is wound dressing items I'm supposed to arrange, I do what? I arrange them. I was just like ready. I didn't want any problem. So it was from there that, what's the name? The evaluation, the in charges. I'm not trying to blow a horn, but when you do the right thing, they get to like you. You understand? So my evaluation for my marks were okay, very, very okay. To the extent that when you want to give me an average, you give me like, let's say 90 for everything I've done. But unfortunately or fortunately, I had a 76. And I compared it with my colleagues that had like 60, 66, 54, 70 something in the evaluation forms. And then the average, they had like 80, 95. I'm like, what's going on here? So I was like, fine, whether 50, whether 62 or whatsoever, it wouldn't affect my what? My pin. I'll still get what? I'll still get my pin. So that was how everything ended, and then I left the school. To be honest, I'm really happy at Sister Hafsa. I'm so happy. Please, let's clap for her. She's like one of the most fearless ladies I've ever met, because she will literally put on her hijab coming to campus. But when she gets to the gate, then she'll take it off. So it was during that period that I met her with a hijab on, and I was confused because I knew this school, you don't put it on. So that was where I asked her and I said, what's going on? Why are you in it? And then your colleagues are not in it. And that was how she told me everything about what you guys are going through. Okay. So please, you've heard my side of the story of what happened at the workplace. So on campus, that is not all. When you come to the workplace too, you will still face it, because deep down, some of the workers, the in charges, they are doing it. They are intimidating the workers. They are making you go through, especially if you are not a main staff there, right? So please, when you get there, just be stern, be assertive, believe in what you do, and then know that there is a directive from the government for you to put it on. So anytime they come, just report to the head administration, and then let the matter be taken from there, okay? Please don't be disrespectful, and just be active in your workplace. Whatever you are studying here, learn harder. Make sure you get to understand your job, because knowledge is power. If you get to know what you are doing at the workplace, you'll be very, very confident in what you do. You don't care what is going on. Am I right? Okay, so please, as I said, the advice from my story is that please be assertive, be stern, be confident and be brave, and then be respectful and be able to do your work very, very well. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you.
HAFIZ TV, unique every day.